I'm Jacob.
And I'm David.
And this is Ratchet Ranch.
This episode is part 2 of our 1947 Allis-Chalmers Model C restoration. Last episode we removed the engine from the tractor and started working on tearing it down. This episode we're going to remove the crankshaft, the old pistons and sleeves, and get it prepared for the new parts.
So far this is our parts box. Oh yeah, I gotta put that piece in there. Set them on in there, you know. You got all your miscellaneous parts, and then you got your head and your air cleaner or your oil pan and stuff laying around. This place is starting to be a disorganized mess. I think I'm gonna try to get these cap nuts off here now. These guys, and yeah, so let's do that. So I just went and sprayed all this with WD-40. Now it smells nice in here. Got the half-inch drive breaker bar, and let's take and that's tightening, isn't it? Let's just try to work it back and forth. Got it. Okay. Let's do that with the rest of them now. Also, just want to say, look at how penetrated that penetrating oil went. Alright, good. That came off very simply. I don't like when that sound happens. Okay. There we go, man. Okay, there we go. That's a good trick to know. What you're going to do is you're going to go like this, you're going to and then you're going to go back a little, and then it'll come loose. If you just keep pulling, it might break the bolt. So make sure to loosen it a little, tighten it a little, till it comes off. Okay, see that? Okay. Are we ready for the grand reveal? 3, 2, 1, now. Not too horrible. You know, only a little bit of groovage on there. Okay, number 2. Ready? Now. Ooh. Shims came off in that guy. Look at that. That's not bad. Just minimal groovage too. Just how it's supposed to be. And for the final review, or reveal, no shims on that one. They're still on the motor, but not too horrible. Little bit of rust, but it'll work. You know, it's fine. Okay, look at that, guys. We got movement. Little bit of movement's better than none, right? Alright, so I went through with a paint marker and I marked where my timing is, that way I don't mess that up on both gears. Thinking about taking this here guy off of the engine stand so that way I can remove the crankshaft. I think I'll decide and you'll see here soon. Alright, so I just took and flipped this motor back around. I've decided I'm going to unfortunately have to take it off in order to get that crankshaft out. So what I'm going to do, because I'm by myself and it's going to need to happen anyways, I'm going to take, for one, the magical box thing, make spark. I don't remember what this one's called. But, I'm going to take him off, I'm going to take the generator off. Probably won't do the water pump. Yeah, just these two probably. I don't think I'm going to do this, although I might. I might do the oil pickup thing. So yeah, let's do that. This has to be done with a wrench, by the way. If anyone was curious. Take my ratchet this time. I'm taking, loosen you up. Okay. Okay, I want to show you guys this, but this is kind of a neat thing. Zoom in here a little. Okay. So yeah, there's just a random screw hanging out there, and then on the other end, it's just the other side. So I didn't even need to mark these gears, but it's good to mark the gears. I'm gonna grab a flashlight here, that way it kind of works better for you. That way you can see it. There we go. Lighting. You know, lighting's a big deal. This just kind of pulls on out. See how it twists? Huh. Yeah, there's a little bug thing there. I don't know. It's spotted and speckled. Strange. Now I'm gonna come over here to the to this side. Take and remove that guy. Gotta break this guy free. Oh, knocked you guys, sorry. Oh, did it again. Man, I gotta move you guys to a better spot. Okay, now this big old heavy generator is gonna be trying to come off of here now. Because it's not bolt holding it on. Like I just said. I'm gonna take off this oil filter. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Now she's coming. On the Allis-Chalmers Model Cs, they've got their gauges directly plumbed into their stuff. So, like for this one, this is your oil pressure gauge, and on the head, you got your water temperature gauge, which I think is kind of neat. There we go. Alright, so I got everything ready to lay down on its back again, and got most of my mess cleaned up, kind of organized-ish. We're going to do what we did before. Shove a tire iron in each chunk of the wood, and it should just come right back. Hopefully. I'm going to try to be very graceful with this. I don't know how that's going to turn out. Okay, that was pretty graceful. Pick that motor up. Lay her down. Tell you, man, never gets lighter. Okay. Now she's down. Just gotta take all these bolts out that I just put in a little bit ago with David. This right here is your retaining clip, okay? I'm gonna take and remove those, and I can remove these bolts, so let's do that. Now it's ready to come off. Alright, so it's the next day now. My camera died, so I just gave up for the night. But I got these 6 bolts off here that had the flanges on them. I ended up having to take these off, so that way now I can pull this off. As I remove this crank, right, all of the lobes are looking pretty good. Take a quick look at all these bearings here. That front one looks not too bad. That one doesn't look too bad. All of them are looking pretty decent. That's the only one. You got some oily rust on them, but that should clean up pretty easily with just a rag. So I'll take and remove those now. Let's see if I can try to get this one finagled out of there. Oh, there we go. Got her rake free. Okay. These things are kind of stuck to the thing a little bit. That one's not bad. Underneath the bearings and all that stuff, it's not looking too bad here. They're all decent, so not too much work there. I'm gonna take and get this thing back on the engine stand then. Alright, got it back on the engine stand. Now I'm gonna take and try to get these pistons out of here. Alright, so flip the engine block over. I'm just going to take and try to knock these pistons out with a dead blow, at least get it started to be knocked out. It's going. Okay, first one's out. Not looking too healthy, but let's get the rest of them. Alright, so wood's not working, so I'm just going to take and hammer these pistons out with this jack stand piece. I don't really care if I damage them because I got brand new ones. Alright, so I was doing some research and I could not find a single way to remove these wrist pins from the connecting rods. So this is your tutorial on how to do that. I figured out a great way, so I'll show you that now. Okay, so for the Allis-Chalmers C, they've got full floating wrist pins. Or at least that's what I'm calling them. So what I decided to do to remove them is take that pin out of your engine stand. Grab your piston, take a big old steel spike stake nail thing, you tighten it down, and then you take your ratchet, and then you just take your bolt out like that. It doesn't damage your connecting rod, doesn't damage anything, even though I'm placing the pistons anyways. So. See, these things are pretty tight, that's why you need to do that. Now the connecting rod moves without the pin moving. And I take that out, and then you just can push that connecting rod out onto the floor, and then your wrist pin out onto the floor, and your connecting rod is free. Alright, so I got all the wrist pins, the wrist pins and the connecting rods out. Now I'm going to take and pull the cam. I'm going to clean all of the, whatever they're called, the things that are underneath the cam. And also clean up the lobes on the cam. So I'm going to take and grab that front cam gear. Then I'm going to take and support the bottom, or the back. Try to work all these lobes out of here without messing anything up. Make sure not to drop the cam because it will explode and break. It sucks. Okay. Cam is out. I can go set that on the floor next to the crank. Alright, so I'm going to take and flip the motor over. That way I can proceed to sliding the press underneath the engine. Hello, dogs. Okay, so I have this piece of pipe that I welded up to make a puller out of that I'm using. It perfectly fits in between the cylinders and should work as a good punch for the other three. I did take the the number 3 sleeve out and just forgot to record it, but now I should know how to do this much better. So let's do that. Okay, you want to take and jack that, and I'll take and... Yeah, go. Oh yeah, there she goes. She's starting to break free. See that? There she goes. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna need to realign. Okay. She's coming out. Got it. Nice. Let everything down. There we go. Got that one out. Put that with his friend. Also, there's the difference between the new and the old. Needs definitely needed new sleeves. Well, that's all for this episode of Ratchet Ranch. We took and prepped the block for the new replacement parts, took all the sleeves and pistons out, and we will be replacing them next episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching. And if you like this content, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes in the series.